Hello again. What I have here is something quite interesting, a little bit different and a bit of a mystery. Yeah, it's a bit of a mystery to me exactly what it is. What it is well, for anyone who knows anything about Lee Enfields, you will notice that it is a Lee Enfield, but it's a Mark 1, and this was before they designed the short magazine Lee Enfield. Short magazine Lee Enfield doesn't refer to having a short magazine, it refers to it being a shorter rifle, because the Lee Metfords were long rifles. This is a bit of a strange one. I've only seen a picture of, I think it's the same gun. I think a guy, I don't know where he is, he's either an Aussie or a New Zealander, and he had a picture of one of these. It's got a 25-inch barrel, which is shorter than all the other Mark 1s, which is a bit strange. So it's a bit of a strange one. So this is just the first look at it. Yeah, it's got some different things. For instance, the rear sight. I haven't seen this rear sight, a picture of it on any other gun, and I actually have got Ian Skennerton's book, The Lee Enfield, which is essentially the Bible for Lee Enfields apparently, but I'm still having difficulty figuring out exactly what it is. Things that give away exactly sort of what it is the front sight, the way it's set up. That sort of gives me a little bit of an indication of what it is, but it's a bit of a weird one. Now, it was made in 1897, and one thing that I really liked about it is that it's still got the dust cover. It's got the magazine cutoff still, and it's also got, see there, the volley fire sights. One odd thing about this volley fire sight is that the arm is actually, the cutout is way over here, which is the normal length sight arm. This one is actually shorter, which is a bit strange. Whether that's standard, I don't know. I'm still sort of trying to figure out whether this is a bit of a bitzer, bits of this and bits of that, or what exactly is going on. Generally speaking, it looks totally genuine, except for some, like, again, the screw holding the volley fire sight front sight on is a Phillips head star tip, so that's clearly not original. Yeah, but I saw, you know what, I was in the gun shop and I saw it and I said, can I have a look at that? And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that's weird, that's different. It looks very rare, and considering the price that I got it for, I paid $1,000 for it. Now, you guys in the States are probably, you know, go, what? But these things are getting rarer and rarer. Even just a number 3 Smelly, they're going for like over $1,000, and they're not rare. Obviously they're getting rarer, but they're still not that rare. There's quite a lot of them in circulation, whereas this thing, I've only seen one picture of it. Like I said, a guy on, I can't remember what website, some forum website, he had actually a picture of this. Sorry about the sweat, but it's really, really hot. Yeah, so I'm sweating like a mongrel. I've been working since the 30th, and I got home yesterday, and let me tell you, that just 3 straight jobs in a row, one to the other, just with 1 day break in between one of the jobs, or 2 days, 1 day. And let me tell you, I am absolutely ruined. Yeah, it's going to take me a week to recover from that. It's a really hard job, trust me. Now, things that are wrong with it, that I know are wrong with it. Number 1, some idiot he's actually, because I was wondering what this coating was, and it's just flaking off, and it's just some crappy paint. Now, when I was in the army with the SLRs, the L1A1, the FNFAL copy, the British L1A1, which is exactly the same as our L1A1, we used to just paint them with black paint. They used to give us tins of black spray paint, and you just paint everything with black paint. So I have a suspicion that this idiot was, yeah, he's the barrel bands, the barrel. He's got that black paint everywhere. It's going to be interesting to get it off. You know, whether I'll bother to take it off or just let it flake off naturally on its own, I'm not really sure. I might have a go with acetone, soak it in acetone, see if that dissolves it, because it's been on there for quite a long time, obviously. And as the barrels heat up, the paint just flakes off because it's crap paint. It's not heat resistant paint, obviously. Now, to me personally, that's the biggest thing that's wrong with it. The other thing that's wrong is that the rear sight has got a lot of sideways play. Might have to shim that. The magazine cutoff, when you pull it out, so let's pull it up and out, it's a bit of a rattler, so I might have to, I might have to shim that. Let's see what else is wrong with it. Oh, the cap on that swivels up on the bus. Someone's, I don't know what they used, a screwdriver or a crowbar or something, and they've damaged it. You know, if that cap won't flip up, undo the screws, take it off, have a look at what's wrong, and fix the problem. Don't use a crowbar to wrench it off and then damage it, because it's only brass. Let's see what else is wrong with it. Oh yeah, the barrel band. This barrel band is just loose. Now that the day's heated up, it's stiffer, but last night it was really loose. So that's loose. There is a pin in front that's supposed to go through there and hold it in place. That pin's missing. Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out what else is wrong with it. Yeah, that seems to be pretty much everything that's sort of wrong with it that I can see. It's got a big crack there, but it's, yeah, so that's cracked. I mean, 1897, so you can't expect a whole lot. The magazine seems to be pretty good. Yeah, not a problem there. It's the SMLE type magazine, so they retained that magazine for the SMLE. Now, I haven't cleaned it at all. I haven't done anything to it, so, oh man, I'm sweating. It's hot. It's really, really hot and muggy. Muggy is, you know, humid. I'm having a Bex. If my voice sounds funny, it's just because I've been on my sites now for 2 weeks, over 2 weeks, and it just destroys your throat and your nose and that. Bex, German, lovely, excellent. To me, anyway, it's one of the picks. The one that I prefer the best, German beer, is Hansa Pils. Hansa is really delicious, but I can't get it. Oh, there's nothing like the first beer of the day. Oh. So, let's take the bolt out. Have a look at him. So, it actually cycles, it's quite firm. It's not sloppy, there's no sloppiness, so that was really nice when I had a look at it, and I cycled it in that. Now let's have a look at the barrel. I did have a quick look at it and it looked not too bad. Yeah, the rifling looks pretty damn good actually, surprisingly good. I have no idea what the throat looks not too bad either. That's what really surprised me, is that the rifling is very, very prominent. It still looks quite good. So I am actually going to dare to shoot factory ammo out of it to start with as a test. So I've got some Celery and Bellow, since I'm a big fan of Celery and Bellow now, ammunition. I've got some Celery and Bellow, 180 grain FMJs. That's what they look like. Yep, so a box of 50. Yeah, I'm really super surprised of just how good the rifling is. That Martini Enfield that I've got, yeah, and a lot of that barrel is smoothbore. This, no. So even though some people have done some stupid things to it, it still seems really good. Like, where is that thing right there? Yeah, like that. The cocking, so the top that moves. The spring is really good. That's one thing about the Lee Enfield design, is that when you flip that handle up, it's virtually pushing it out. Well, it is pushing it out. So that's where it's cock on close. Obviously, it's a Lee Enfield. One thing that I really like is that the safety is on the bolt, and it's a very basic kind of safety. I really like that. I think that was a good design. Safety off. Oh man, that is just a shocking trigger. Yeah, that's a really bad trigger. So I'm gonna have to go on YouTube and find out how to fix that, lighten it, because it's just it's a horrible trigger. It's gritty. I'm gonna have to, like I said, I haven't touched it, I haven't cleaned it, I haven't stripped it. I've got to strip it completely, clean it, see if I can get that crappy black paint off it, and then go and have a shoot of it. This sight's a bit of a worry, just how much play it's got. I mean, that's a lot of play. It's got a very fine sight, so that's nice. It's not rough or big and chunky, or it's very well defined front and rear sight when you look at the sight. So that's good. But yeah, so you can see it. Yeah, when you lift that bolt out, it doesn't take a lot of effort. Boom, up she comes. Yeah, it's being 123 years old, it's been smoothed up. Yeah. Well, once you get to there, she's nice and locked up. So I won't dry fire it. Yeah, I've got to strip it right down, have a good look at it, or I might even shoot it before I strip it down, just to see what I've got. But yeah, it's not very nice when you get a gun and people have just done stupid things to it. Oh yeah, another Phillips head screw. Seriously, Phillips head screws on a 123-year-old gun. Just looks. Not only does it look wrong, but it's just, it's not good. So what I've got to do is get a pin for the barrel band. Probably shim the rear sight. Change the two Phillips head screws to flat head screws, like they're supposed to be, flat tip screws. What else? Yeah, try and get this black paint off it. I tell you. There's the PTA, permit to acquire, for it, because I put a deposit on it, and then I went to work, and I come back, land at the airport, went straight to the gun shop and said, "Has my PTA arrived?" And they said yes, and I said, "Great, give me the gun." So I'm really happy. This is actually, so bloke on the range, how you going, mate? This is the first Lee Enfield that I've actually owned. I particularly wanted this one because this is, I've got a thing about, I'll say it the wrong way, Boer War era firearms. The proper pronunciation is Boer, and because I've known quite a few South African people, and you know, they will correct you and say it's not Boer, it's Boer. So Boer War firearms. So I've got the Martini Enfield, which did see action in the Boer War in very limited use, mostly in with irregular forces and maybe imperial forces, but it did see use. This, well, not this, maybe, I don't know. You see, one of the strange things is that on the muzzle cap, it's clearly had. So yeah, I'm not sure why, but the bayonet lug has been ground off, and it's a proper job. It hasn't been butchered. So now there's only two reasons why you would remove a bayonet lug. Number one, it's for civilian sales, but even the civilian versions I know of, some of the Lee Enfields had bayonet lugs. So it's either that, or B, it was meant for the cavalry, because the cavalry did not need bayonets. They had sabres and or lances, typically sabres. So you don't use a bayonet if you're riding a horse. My understanding is, what I've sort of been able to glean is that this is not a cavalry carbine, but it might be. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what it is. The information that I've received is that this is a club rifle meant for club competition here in Australia. Whether that's true or not, I do not know. It's really, really hard to get information on this. So if you're out there and you are an expert on Lee Enfield Mark 1s, especially ones with 25-inch barrels that have got this shortened, if you've seen that before, a shortened volley fire rear sight arm, it's supposed to be out to there, but it's not. It's short. It's really a bit strange. And someone's, I don't know whether that's just over time, that point, that sort of hook point's been taken off the grip, or whether that's someone actually ground it. No, I don't know. It's hard to tell. With a firearm that's that old, and quite a rare one, quite a strange rare one. So, like I said, this is the first Lee Enfield that I've owned. And I know that bloke on the range thinks that I hate Lee Enfields, but I don't. Clearly, you know, I just bought one, but I did buy it because I saw it, and if it had just been a number 3, you know, smelly, I would have just gone, yeah. And it had $1,000 on it, I would, yeah, just walked out and said no, thank you. But this is different. This is very, very different. So, yeah. If you know something about these things, and if you have any idea, so I'll do some close-ups of it, snapshots of it, and I'll probably have them in the beginning, just to let you have a look exactly what's going on with this, and if you can tell me exactly what it is. I hope you can. I hope you can help me. I do want to apologise for not having answered a whole lot of people's questions, comments and that, because I've been working and I didn't have coverage, and I can't really do a whole lot of crap on my phone, so sorry about that. I will redress my wrong, yeah, so I'll do some close-ups and I'll show you exactly the pictures of it, and maybe someone can tell me exactly what it is. So until then, see you later.